Hey, future Twig, past Twig here, and I'm just going to do another card call out today. I love doing these just because it's a great reminder for me and helps me explore new options and helps me keep track of the so many different cards that we have in Magic the Gathering that are under $1 but are really solid or offer unique effects that can't be found elsewhere. Let's just get right into it with this one. So we have today's card, Blood Mist. This one's definitely been power creeped a little bit, probably not as strong as it used to be. There's a lot more sources of double strike now in the game. And I swear that half of the more recent Boros commanders have double strike either built on or have offer double strike in some ways. So whatever. I still wanted to focus on this card because it's a 4-mana enchantment. At the beginning of combat on your turn, target creature gains double strike. It's 9 cents, which is just an absolute steal. And perhaps most of all, it's hardly played in any decks. And this is just a very powerful effect. Double strike has some very great synergies, particularly with commanders like Aisha here, where you are dealing combat damage, and whenever you deal combat damage, you get a proc. And especially if you can gain, she can gain first strike, as you can see, but double strike is just better first strike because then you get 2 instances of her last ability triggering as opposed to 1 each time she hits. And that's a super powerful effect, and it allows you to really start ramping up what she's doing very quickly. Obviously, the other way you can use double strike is in a Voltron deck. Dargo the Shipwrecker here is a fantastic example. Big old boy, trample. You can reduce his casting cost by sacrificing artifacts and creatures. Very much a Voltron-y style deck traditionally. And Double Strike is fantastic for that because just with Double Strike, he's already hitting for 14 just by himself, and all you need is 21 commander damage. So basically, if you can give him like a little bit of a buff, which is very easy in red or whatever colors you might be running with him, you're going to absolutely storm through people and kill them. And yes, Double Strike, very powerful for Voltron strategies, and it's on an enchantment that even if your commander is removed or otherwise messed with, enchantments are decently hard to remove, so the Blood Mist will remain up on the field even if you have to recast your commander. And then last, I'm going to need to run a little bit of additional research on this with the Quake Mole here, because it is he's fantastic, of course, because after every combat phase, you can have an additional combat phase when he, I think, attacks when he becomes blocked, you get additional combat phases. And I'll have to double check, but Blood Mist might proc for each and every one of those combat phases. And again, big old boy, 8 damage, suddenly making that double strike massive. So that's kind of what I wanted to focus on, is these kind of big creatures or creatures that benefit from that double strike. And that's all I got for Blood Mist today. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great day.